Oh fuck, are we rolling? Hi guys. So New Year is coming up, and we're about 2 weeks out right now, and here's what I've been thinking. Nuzlocke. Nuzlocks have been pretty popular since I've been on before, long before I've known about them, but I've never actually done one. I mean, if anybody's seen me play Pokemon, you probably get why I'm pretty shy about doing a playthrough where death is permanent, which is weird because I play Fire Emblem. But you know what? Fuck it. This is the internet. One man's misery is another man's comedy, so let's have some fun. This is going on. This new year, I'm going to be starting up a Nuzlocke playthrough with no regard for my own safety. So to start, let's lay down the rules. 1. Can only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each route. This is a standard rule, and it's also one of those reasons that I've been nervous about ever actually doing a Nuzlocke myself, the whole deal of not having any control over what my party makeup is going to be, and also nearly no chance of getting anything rare. But there's also something I've got in mind for how to work around that, and it's going to be even more hilarious. We'll get to that later. But first, Rule 1A. No duplicates. This is the exception to the rule. If the first Pokemon that I encounter in a route happens to be something I already have, then that encounter doesn't count. Number 2. This is the other obvious one. Any Pokemon that faints in battle is dead forever and either goes in the PC or gets released. I'm actually going to go with the PC because I just decided, you know, maybe to have a memorial for my fallen friends. And number 2A, the exception for that is for Pokemon that know HMs. If a Mon that I have that has an HM dies and I don't have any other Pokemon in my party that can learn that HM, then I get to keep that Pokemon in my party only until I get another Pokemon that can learn the same move. But naturally, the rule still holds that I'm not allowed to revive that Pokemon or use him in battle if I say hit a Pokemon Center. They're still considered dead. And this is a whole thing with Rule 1 where it puts a limit on what Pokemon I'm allowed to have. So it's kind of a safety net for me so I don't end up just completely fucked in the game if I end up losing one Pokemon. It'll at least give me a chance to replace it with something else before they go to the graveyard. I want this playthrough to be long enough to actually be worth something and not just, oh fuck, I died because I lost my only Pokemon that had cut or some dumb shit. Rule number 3, all items are legal, except for revives, of course. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, items you buy and find in the game are fair game. Haha, get it. And in my opinion, they're a lot more valuable for it, considering how high the stakes are going to be. And of course, the exception is going to be revives, since death is going to be permanent. Those can only be sold for cash. Number 4, battle style is going to be set, not shift. It's the little things. So now, with all that covered, the actual game. The game of choice for this playthrough is going to be Fire Red, and my starter is going to be... I don't have a damn clue. I'm going to use a randomizer for this Nuzlocke. For those of you who might not know how a randomizer works, it's basically this Java doohickey that rewrites specific bits of the game's ROM to, well, make stuff random. So in this run, all my Pokemon, all the Pokemon I encounter, the trainers, the starters, the gym leaders, everything is going to be randomized. And there's going to be some reasonable constraints on it. For example, I'm not going to be randomizing all the Pokemon's abilities and movesets and types or anything like that. But it does mean that I don't know who my starter is going to be, I don't know what wild Pokemon I'm going to run into. It's going to be a pretty ridiculous time. So now with that shit finally out there, the playthrough is going to be starting on the 26th. The day after Christmas. There's not actually going to be any gameplay videos next weekend. I'm going to actually take a break from it while I get things set up for the Nuzlocke, and I'm also going to look into getting new editing software. What I've used for the Spyro playthrough up until this point, even as I'm sat here making this video, the software is kind of fucking up on me, so I'm looking into getting new video editing software, something that's a bit more, you know, workable. And finally, Spyro 2. Like I said, I won't be starting up Spyro again next weekend, but the weekend after that, after the first Nuzlocke week, I'm going to be doing weekend Spyro videos once again alongside that. Once again, that's going to be the week from the 26th through January 1st. There's going to be a new episode every day for 7 days, and after that I'm going to slow back down because I have to go back to work. But the Spyro 2 Let's Play is going to start up alongside that, so every weekend there's going to be one Spyro and one Nuzlocke video. Up until the Nuzlocke ends anyway. So I'm super excited. Are you guys excited? No? Alright, that's fair. But in any case, I will catch you guys after Christmas. Peace.